President Trump is calling for schools to reopen in the fall.
Here in Minnesota, Governor Walz said yesterday, our goal is to get as many students as we possibly can back into buildings in a safe way. Well, that has about 1 million holes for hedging in the middle of that statement. But Heather, all throughout this, really, there's been very little guidance from the state.
The guidance from the state has been plan for everything, plan for all distance learning, plan
the
for
schools
all
say thanks a lot.
Right, and or plan for a hybrid model.
Yeah.
But quite honestly, plan for being able to transition between all of those depending on what happens in your school, in the area of the state where you are, at the time of year. So that's really why they want them to plan for all three, because it could go back and forth.
Hybrid can mean anything. It truly can. Anything in between, distance learning that we just implemented the past months to students back in school. So everything in between. But what it means from the guidelines is that we reduce our school enrollment by 50%. And that means everything that we do. And a district our size and a district of any size, and looking at and offering programming for 50% of your students at a time, it becomes rather challenging from an operational standpoint.
If you listened closely to what the governor said yesterday, he said 3 weeks ago he was a lot more optimistic about getting a whole bunch of kids into the schools than he is right now. People want to be back in the schools, but as the governor said, they want to do it safely. There are a lot of lessons that they learned from distance learning that they hope to be able to put in place, but they all know that distance learning is...
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal.